In this specific video, I will give you the transformation to stop you from pulling your hair out because you know you've got an amazing service, but your sales are just flatlining. You've got the track record, the glowing case studies, the referrals. You literally transform your clients' lives, yet somehow you're losing deals that you absolutely know you should be winning. So why do you think that actually happens? Well, the hard truth, it's not because your service isn't good enough. And honestly, it's not because your price is too high either. It's your process. So many marketers try to fix this by just throwing random tactics at the wall. They buy fancy new software, hunt for these magic sales scripts, or launch some crazy new outreach strategy hoping something, anything, just sticks. But let's be real. Throwing random tools at the problem, it doesn't fix it. What you actually need is a fundamental chronological process to lock down those deals. I'm going to break down a proven 5-step chronological playbook. And this thing will literally transform a messy, frustrating pitch into a confidently closed deal. We're going to make sales feel way less like pushing a giant boulder up a hill and a lot more like getting out exactly what you put in. We're going to unpack 5 core strategies: the reality gap, the discovery call, the follow-up formula, preventing objections proactively, and finally, the micro close. Step 1, the reality gap. This is absolutely crucial, and it happens before you even start pitching. I want you to think back to the last sales call you had that felt amazing, but then went absolutely nowhere. You know the one. They nodded. They asked great questions. You sent the follow-up and then just crickets. Now be brutally honest with yourself here. On that call, did you spend most of your time talking about you or about them? It's funny, actually. Most marketers talk way too much about their own fancy processes. You sit there explaining how long it takes, everything that's included, exactly how your team works. But the second you do that, the prospect's guard just shoots right up. Because while you're talking about yourself, they are sitting there wondering one simple thing. Is this actually going to solve my problem? Here's the massive takeaway. You are not selling a service. You are selling the bridge between the buyer's highly specific current pain and their measurable future success. That is the reality gap. So first, you got to define their current reality. Where are they right now? What is literally keeping them awake at 2 a.m.? Get super specific. Then, to find their future reality. What does concrete measurable success look like to them? Not just, oh, we want to grow, but real meaningful goals. And only after you map out those two sides do you introduce yourself as the bridge. When you do that, you stop sounding like a sleazy salesperson, and you instantly become a trusted consultant. Which leads us perfectly into step 2, the discovery call. Now this is where the magic happens. This is where most service deals are completely won or lost. A lot of marketers hear a problem and bam, they instantly start pitching. But think about the last time you went to the doctor. Did they take one look at you in the waiting room and instantly prescribe surgery? Well, of course not. And this perfectly captures how we should be selling. A good doctor asks questions, sends you for tests, probes deeper, and gets a complete picture before they ever prescribe a solution. You really need to reframe your selling as diagnosing. To successfully diagnose, there's a checklist of 5 mandatory confirmations you absolutely must secure on every single discovery call. Number 1, pain. And I don't mean surface level stuff, I mean the underlying consequences. What happens if this isn't solved in, say, 3 months? You want to get them a little nervous. Number 2, trigger. Why act right now? Did a competitor just launch something? Did they miss a huge target? You have to find that urgency. Number 3, ROI. The math has to make sense right up front. Look, if your service costs 10 grand but makes them 50 grand, put those exact numbers on the table so the urgency becomes real. Number 4, budget. You just have to ask for it. Delaying the budget conversation guarantees you're going to waste weeks on a deal that was never going to happen anyway. And number 5, the next step. Please never hang up with a vague, yeah, just send me some info. No way. You must schedule the exact date and exact time in both of your calendars for the next step before you even think about hitting end on that call. All right, moving on to step 3, the follow-up formula. So what happens after that discovery call? Well, if you don't have a consistent follow-up process, you are literally leaving money on the table. Take a look at the number 4 here. Why is this so important? Because statistically speaking, most buyers say no 4 times before they finally say yes. Crazy, right? Yet most salespeople and especially busy business owners who are juggling marketing, HR, balancing the books, the whole shebang, they tend to give up after just 1 or 2 measly attempts. Let me share this incredible real-world example from the source material. Meet Terry. He's a fractional operations director of a marketing firm. Terry was basically surviving on just 1 or 2 large clients, and he hated following up because, it made him feel desperate and pushy. He had 16 prospects sitting in his pipeline. Under his old way, he sent one single email to each, heard absolutely nothing back, and just moved on. 0 deals, $0. Then he decided to flip the script. He sent just one simple re-engagement email to those 16 dead leads, and the result, 4 people responded. 2 became paying customers, and Terry added $30,000 a month to his revenue. 30 grand a month just from people he had completely written off. Listen, following up isn't desperate, it's professional. It shows you actually care about bridging their reality gap. So how do we actually do this without being totally annoying? There are only 2 types of follow-ups you'll ever need. First up, the value follow-up. We have got to stop sending those just checking in emails. Seriously, they're terrible. Instead, send a highly relevant case study, a quick insight, or a framework that targets their specific problem, and then attach a really clear ask to it. But what if they still ghost you? That is when you deploy the second type, the breakup email. Now, this feels completely counterintuitive, but you simply ask, hey, is this service just not a good fit at the moment? That's it. It relieves all the pressure. It gives them full permission to say, yes, it's a fit, but I really need to get my finances in order, or but I need my partner to sign off, and bingo. Once they give you that but, you now know exactly what their real objection is. Which brings us to step 4, preventing objections proactively. Let's see how our whole process builds right into handling hesitations. The absolute best salespeople out there, they don't wait until the very end of a call to overcome an I need to think about it objection. No, they kill objections before they even fully form in the prospect's mind. Every single objection you will ever hear falls into one of 3 buckets. Number 1, circumstances, things like time or money. Number 2, other people, like needing to speak to a board of directors or a spouse. And number 3, themselves, which usually comes out as doubt or a fear of failure. Like when they say, I've tried this before and it just didn't work. Once you mentally categorize their hesitation mid-conversation, you can address it head-on. Like if they say past training failed because they didn't have accountability, you just ask them, well, what needs to happen differently this time? They will literally tell you. Then you say, okay, so if I hold you accountable, do you think this will work? You are proactively asking the prospect how to solve their own objection right in the middle of the chat, and they give you the exact solution. And finally, we reach step 5, the micro-close. This is the final and honestly the most embarrassingly simple step that so many brilliant business owners completely mess up. They simply forget to actually ask for the business. Seriously, you run this brilliant discovery call, you've diagnosed the pain perfectly, you've offered amazing value, and then at the very end, you go soft. You say something like, well, feel free to have a thing and come back to me when you're ready. Absolutely do not do this. You are killing all your hard-earned momentum. You can never ever let prospects sit in this permanent floating, I need to think about it limbo. You have got to force the conversation to a binary outcome, closed won or closed lost. To force that outcome without sounding, salesy or gross, you use a micro close. After you've confirmed all those things we talked about, the pain, the trigger, the ROI, and the budget, you ask this exact question. Based on everything that we've covered, does it make sense to get started? That is it. It's a direct, totally non-manipulative script. It's not some Jedi mind trick. It just respectfully forces a definitive yes or no. But I know what you're thinking. What if they hesitate? What if they hit you with a no or throw a new objection right there at the finish line? Simple. You ask them what needs to be fixed to get to a yes, and then you deploy a massive pattern interrupt. You absolutely stop talking for 10 seconds. Just shut up. 10 agonizing, highly uncomfortable, but absolutely necessary seconds. Human nature is wild. They will feel completely compelled to fill that silence. And when they do, they will tell you exactly what is really stopping the deal in its tracks. You address that new concern, and then you just loop back and ask the micro-close question again until you get a firm yes or a firm no. At its core, B2B sales isn't about magic tricks or buying crazy expensive software. It's really just a structured conversation between someone with a very real problem and the person who can definitively solve it. You have the power to stop that awful boom and bust cycle today. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Are you going to keep losing deals to a broken process, or will you step up? Diagnose that reality gap and finally take control of the conversation. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're ready to take your digital product sales to the next level, I have something truly exciting to share with you. Lead Creator AI is designed to revolutionize the way you connect with your audience and boost your online sales effortlessly. Imagine having a powerful tool that not only understands your business needs, but also helps you create targeted leads that convert. This is your chance to see it in action and discover how it can transform your sales strategy. I invite you to watch the exclusive demo presented by the founder of Lead Creator AI. This is more than just a product demonstration. It's a glimpse into the vision and passion behind the technology. The founder shares insights on how Lead Creator AI is tailored to help you achieve the success you've been striving for. Whether you're just starting out or looking to scale your existing digital product sales, this tool provides smart automation, lead generation, and customer engagement strategies that work seamlessly. The demo will show you how easy it is to integrate Lead Creator AI into your current workflow, saving you time and increasing your revenue potential. It's designed to be user-friendly so you can focus on what you do best, creating amazing products. Don't miss out on this opportunity to elevate your business. Watching the demo is the first step toward unlocking the full potential of Lead Creator AI. You'll see real examples of how it can help you attract more customers, nurture leads, and close sales faster than ever before. The success stories from users just like you are inspiring and prove that with the right tools, your digital products can reach new heights. Take a moment now to click the link below and start your journey to greater success.